It is still winter strong here in the mid-Atlantic. We've got snow. Yes, absolutely fantastic. We got some really creepy light action going on over there. I'm on my way to pick up Sean Johnson, a buddy of mine. We're gonna head down to Occoquan Reservoir and we're gonna pre-fish for the first tournament of the year, which is next Sunday. Not the best conditions, as you can see, but we're gonna make the most out of our day. Hopefully we catch a limit and we have something to go on for next week's tournament. Me and Sean are out here, one of 2 boats today. Welcome on board. Yes, we're about to go smash some bass, hopefully put this live well under my feet to good use. But let's get out there and fish, guys. We're late as it is. Get this puppy rolling. There we go. So we've got the first fish of the day. Of course, I didn't have the camera on, but choked a Danielson football head. You can see right there, 1/4 ounce with a Zoom Swimming Super Fluke Junior. So the 4-inch size paddle tail guy. I was just telling him if they smoke it, they're gonna smoke it, and this guy whacked it. Little fish, but a good start to the day. So that's fish number 1. He's not gonna keep though. We'll throw him back. Sweet fish, man. Fish number 1. Me and Sean Johnson, baby, out here, Water Warrior fishing. Let's do it. Let's get another one. You know, I've been finding these fish behave way differently than people think. They'll be shallow in the cold. Yeah, they're starting to get antsy to make babies.
Yeah, you can surprise how much energy it got in cold weather.
Oh yeah. I thought the football head would kind of ruin the action, but it does give it that like side to side. It's kind of nice. The head shape displaces a little more water.
Yeah.
There was a fish before I hit. There was a fish before I hit that. Yeah, we caught a stick fish, baby. This'll keep.
Stick pounder.
Stick pounder. That's a new one. Yeah, but I'm already very pleased with this. You know, just 1 fish on it. That's all it takes. So now I believe in this setup. We'll be throwing it more. Caught some nice fish in the back of the creeks the other day, so I'm gonna try them out. What me and Sean are doing here, we're kind of going into these creek mouths off the main lake. Off these main lake points. At the mouths of the creeks, there's little points. And depending on which creek you go into, the points are longer and more shallow, or they're just deeper. And we're kind of just making our way down the shoreline and fishing it all. Trying to figure out what these fish are doing first. This time of year, you know, a lot of times the bite doesn't really activate till the sun's way up in the sky and the water temps are up like 2-3 degrees from the night before. You know, if it becomes pretty slow, we'll slow down, throw some jigs out a little bit. Out. He's throwing a War Eagle. Is that a War Eagle or a Terminator? Hildebrand. Big blade. Holy
big blade,
crap.
Number 6.
Let's see that thing? Yeah, look at that blade, guys. That's a thumper. That's what you call a thumper. So we're about an hour into fishing today, and the weather is super, super ugly. It's a little choppy. It's snowing, so that's fun. We're both a little cold, I think. Yeah, we got that one little one to start. Nothing yet after. I'm still throwing this swim fluke. So we're just fishing these ledges on the outside and working our way in. Pretty slow, as usual here. But had to pull out the heavy artillery. I'm gonna pop a Pit Boss, which is a 5-inch craw from Berkeley Havoc. I believe it's a Skeet Reese design bait. Got it Texas rigged with a peg. 3/0 Gamakatsu wide gap hook. We're just gonna fish some deeper areas in the back of this creek here. We got Sean hooked up. It's a nice fish, huh? Ooh,
Nice fish.
piggy. There we go. Here, slow him down, slow him down. Bring him this way. Come here. Hey, got him.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
That's a
about.
chunky
baby.
boy.
That's a chunk right there.
Chunky
baby.
boy. Look at that, grab.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
That's a 3-pound fish right there.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
That's what I'm talking about.
Easily. Hey man, you stepped it up bigger. Went with the bigger worm. Good stuff, buddy. That's a healthy fish.
That is a healthy fish.
That's a very healthy looking fish. All right, so we're gonna get that hooked up to the battery in the back.
So
You
which
got a
side is your
healthy-
battery on?
healthy Occoquan bass in there. Sweet. It's on the your left. Yeah, so like I said, Sean got that second fish of the day. First one didn't keep. He got that on a Magnum trick worm with a really light Texas rig, pegged with a straight shank trocar hook. Green pumpkin, keeping it real natural. And that fish thumped it, so it was pretty aggressive, and the one earlier in the morning thumped mine. So they're not shying away from the cold weather at all. They're still feeding. Fish has to eat all day, every day. Just a matter of finding them, right time and place. So we've got one in the boat. We're gonna make a move across the lake, try to navigate through these rowing courses that they have out here. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I will see you guys on the other side. We're now on the other side of the lake, so we just decided to switch it up. I think the fish are staging, but they're not quite up in the creeks, so we're just staying on the mouths in some relatively deep water, but not too deep. Rowers, ridiculous that they can take up that whole lane of the lake. It's ridiculous that they can take that up. Fishermen need love too. Hey, they're probably warmer than we are. I switched up to this bandit, chrome blueback. See that dog? Y'all can't see, but there's a dog on the top of that. That's funny. We've had a hard time establishing any kind of pattern. These fish are not very active, as to be expected with 44-degree water, snow melting, rains recently. I mean, just cold weather in general. So we weren't expecting too much. So we're glad to have a 3.5 in the boat right now. We got to build on that. We need 5 more fish to have a Occoquan Reservoir tournament limit. Wind has been kicking all day, like 10 to 15. It's really cold. Probably a high of 45 to 48 today. Realistically, we're getting little short spurts of sunshine, hoping the water warms up like maybe 2 degrees, but he's been fishing a lot of worms, jigs. I've been doing mostly moving baits, so we've definitely diversified our approach to the water today. We're not losing faith. We're going to fish it hard. We're going to fish it pretty much throughout the day until mid-afternoon at least. Sean, what are you going to stick with today, man?
I think I'm going to stick with the worm. I'm going to stick with a jig, and I'm going to keep throwing the spinner bait. I'm not going to change up anything, for the simple fact that I know the fish will bite what I have on. It's just a matter of getting to the fish.
Time and place,
so,
right?
Yeah, right place, right time type thing.
He's got that right. Right place, right time is all fishing really is, guys. If you have confidence in what you're throwing, it'll work out. 1 o'clock at this point, and we moved locations. We're mid-lake. You know how it goes. You just got to keep fishing. We're looking at the side scan, and if you look on the right side, it's off to the right of the boat. So the boat is that blue arrow on the top, so we passed a lot of nice hard structure behind us. And something's got to give. We're coming up to a little transition area where it goes back into this little cut here, and inevitably in these type of areas, there's usually a depth change from deep to shallow water. We're in 20 feet, and I guarantee back in there it goes up into the 10 to 13 range. We're kind of power fishing. I'm power fishing this crankbait. If we come across a fish and he's hungry, he's gonna eat no matter what, so. Sean is hooked up.
Maybe work for that one.
How is he? How is he?
He's a small one.
He's a small one? You want to boat flip him?
Yeah.
Woo!
He made me work. That's a keeper.
Hey man, there we go. Remember we were talking about what you just did? You changed something.
Oh, change the color.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, this color ain't working
All
for
right.
me.
He picked up a purple worm and put it on 5 minutes ago, threw it for 5 minutes, and then took it off saying, hey, just don't feel right about this.
Right, I don't like this color.
And then he switched it up to what? It's a green pumpkin blue?
Yes.
That's a gnarly color right there. But
That's
he has
edge.
confidence in that.
Yeah.
It's a skinny girl. Throw her in there, bro.
Yep.
Hey, we got 3, man. I mean, 3 fish, and we're both happy as a clam, so. Bass versus everybody.
Oh.
Aye. Oh, it's coming. Get him. Man, long cast, guys, long cast. And slow methodical retrieves. I'm using an 8.1, so I'm going way too fast, honestly. But I'm getting impatient here. I'm getting impatient here. Oh, that's a fish, that's a fish, that's a fish. That's a big fish. Oh, bro. Oh my God. Get him. He's ready. Grab him. Yes! Let's go, baby!
Good.
That's what I'm talking about. Ooh! What'd I say, bro? What'd I say? Oh! Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, you guys, with all of the stuff going on with my health and just everything happening in my life, this is such a blessing. Look at this fish, guys. What'd I tell you, bro?
Yeah,
I said
bro.
that ledge 250,
Yeah.
baby, that ledge.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. You got company, baby. You got company, honey. All right, there you go, guys. That is what patience and persistence and absolute faith in what you're doing can do for you. So, Bandit Ledge 250. Bandit, please holler at me, guys. I would love to represent your company. I absolutely love your products. They work. And hopefully it can do this for me next week in the tournament. That was a sweet fish. I'm super happy right now.